Hi, it's Jackie Cunningham of the Coaches Console Customer Support Team, and today we're talking about gathering valuable data using custom interactive forms in the Coaches Console system. There are lots of ways to use forms. Intake forms for new clients, goal setting, questionnaires for prospects who schedule sample sessions, just to name a few. So let's head over to the console and take a look. So here we are on the Coaches Console dashboard. We're going to go to Website and then Forms. And you'll see that there are quite a few forms that have already been preloaded into the system. You've got some goals forms, discovery, call strategy, forms that are pretty typical in a coaching business. Now, even though we've preloaded these for you, you can edit them. You'll just go over here to the right, click on the drop down, click edit, and you can change the wording, you can change the questions, anything that you'd like to do. So you can either use these as is or use them as a jumping off point to make your own. So in this demo, I want to show you a new form. So we would click on Add a New Form and then walk through all those form settings. Now, I already have a form created that we can use to look at how it all works. So I'm going to click on my form, and on the first tab of the form wizard, we give the form a name, what type of form it is, we can assign it to a category, and then we have our form description. So this is the description or directions that your client or prospect will see at the top of the form. So you can use this space to give them a little bit of detail about what the form is, why it's beneficial to your working relationship, and maybe also add some directions for completing the form here. Next, we click on Form Questions. Now this is where you can add questions. You can add as many questions as you like, and there are 4 types of answers that you can use. So I created a question for each one of those. So the first one is a text question or a text answer. So here's your question, and this is one in which you'll want an answer that's open-ended. It needs some space for them to write. So for example, tell me what your biggest health challenges are right now. And then you want to select the text answer type so that they have lots of room to write. The next one is the one-line answer. So this question requires a single-line answer. For example, what's your time zone? And you would select the one-line answer. Then we have the list type answer. So this question is one that would have a list of answers, and the user can check as many as they like. For example, which of these is currently causing you stress? You would select the answer type as list, and then list all your possible answers here. And finally, the radio button. So the radio button allows a single answer from a list of possibilities. For example, have you worked with a coach before? And the possible answers are yes or no. And then we would go to form permissions. Now, when you create forms in the Coaches Console system, you can tell the system if these are public forms, which means that anybody can fill the form out and send it to you, or is it a private form? So it's only accessible by your active clients or a specific group or even a specific client. And now let's go and preview the form so you can see what it looks like. So here's the form as your client or prospect would see it. Here at the top is that description. Here's our text box answer, and they can adjust that. They can type as much as they want there. There's no limit. Here's that one line. Here's your list with the check boxes. They can check as many as they want. And then the radio buttons, which allows a single answer from your list of possibilities. So it can be yes or it can be no, one or the other. So in this case, it could be yes or no, but only one of those. And then they have a place for their name and their email, and then they would go ahead and click Save and Send, and it would come right back to you. Now let's take a look at where that form and the answers go. So in your system, you go to Contacts, and you would go to the client's record and click on the Forms tab. And here you'll see a list of all the forms that this particular client has access to. And if they've answered that form, you can click here to see those answers. So there are the answers to that particular form. So the form and all of the answers stay right inside your client's profile. So that's how you can be very creative using forms to gather valuable data in your Coaches Console system. For more information about the Coaches Console, visit us at coachesconsole.com.